So members, once again, welcome to my YouTube channel, that is Agriculture World Happiness. And as usual, I had already promised you that I'll be visiting one of the farms. And right now I'm here in Uganda. I'm with one of the biggest apple farmer, and also he does orchard, not only apple, but a lot of fruits. And of which today he's going to be telling us about how he does his business. And as we said, farm, when it comes to the farming, let us look at business part of it. So today he's going to be telling us a lot about his farming. And once again, my name's Mongfen Edward, and I'm going to be introducing to you my visitor today on this channel. And it's the first time I'm going to be hosting a big farmer like him. So briefly, let him just introduce to us maybe himself, and then other things we shall also listen to him. I'm not going to dominate, but only today he is my visitor, and I allow him officially to dominate this channel for today. A lot you are going to be listening and hearing from him because he has a lot to tell us. So, Mr. Can you briefly introduce us yourself and what projects you deal in and the region that we must find you, or we are likely to find you?
Yep. Yeah, my name is Kiryandongo, and you are here in Kiryandongo district. And this farm is located in Pruning, 12 kilometers west of Kigumba. So we are dealing with orchards, different types of orchards. We have apples and different varieties of apple. We have over 10 varieties of apples. We also have hash avocado. We have guavas. We have also bee farming as part of it. And we have also pawpaw, the papayas. We started as a project going on. So those are the products I have in the farm.
Okay, thank you so much. And can you briefly tell us how long you have been doing this, or how long your farm has stayed ever since you started it?
Yeah, we established this farm in 2022, and it has been a little bit over 3 years.
So briefly 3 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And talking about the apple, right now we're in apple. Can you briefly tell us, because I know their viewers, whenever they watch like this, they always look at how can I become the best farmer like him, or how can I become the best farmer like Okochukwu? So tell them maybe briefly the spacing that you use for planting this apple, and the spacing someone can at least use for planting his or her apple. The recommended spacing.
Yep. Well, depend what kind of root stock you are getting. If you get a standard root stock, 2 by 3 or 3 by 3 is the best spacing. If you get a dwarf, I have some dwarf, apples here. So with dwarf, you can even go 1 meter by 1 meter.
1 meter by 1 meter.
Yeah, if you have a small farm, a garden, dwarf can be the best. It may not last for long, maybe at least 10, 15 years. You have to replace them, but they're the best for a small garden. But a large garden like this, my recommendation is to get the standard rootstock, and the spacing should be 3 by 3.
Okay,
it's the best.
Oh,
yeah. The reason is because when you are mowing the grasses,
yeah,
you may use machine, especially if you have a big, large farm like mine. So you need to have a big commercial land mower to mow the grasses, so that you have space to go around the orchards.
Okay, so guys, you have heard that the recommended spacing is at least 2 by 2. That is the recommended one. And then the other question is, can you tell us briefly some of the few the varieties that you're planting here? Because I know people outside, they always they feel like planting, but they don't know which varieties to plant. So can you, at least for this region, let me say in Uganda or Kigumba here, if someone wants to plant, which varieties are you likely to recommend to this person?
So far, when you look at these orchards, the golden drosser is really doing well. You can have over, some of them here, we have over 400, 500 per tree. So golden drosser is the best. Anna is good. If you are, you can intercrop them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anna and Golden Rosé.
Okay.
So they can do the best, in our area here. So they don't disappoint you. You can see there is no disappointment here.
Yeah, I can see
They are
it's
doing
actually
really well.
doing well
Yeah.
and a lot of fruits.
So yes.
Okay.
So that's, but although I have some other varieties, they have not started producing yet. So I have Fungi, I have Gala, I have Red Delicious, I have Pink Ladies.
You have pink ladies here.
Yeah, so there are different type. But hopefully next year, when they start fruiting, we shall see which one do best. But right now, so far, we know Golden Rosé.
It's the one which is doing
the
best currently.
Mm.
And now, briefly, can you also tell us about the soil? Because I know in most cases, let me even say before, I grew knowing like the apple does not do well in Uganda, and right now it's doing well. But what's that best soil that you need for someone like the best soil someone needs to grow apple?
Well, to my knowledge, most of the soils are the best, but before you plant apple, you have to test your soil.
Yeah.
So the pH has to be at least 5.5 and above, and not exceeding 7.5, because it's going to get now too acidic.
Yes.
So try to be in a range between 5.5 to 7, to produce the best apple.
Okay, so all in all, you are telling farmers to first of all do what we call the soil testing,
Yes,
such that they are able to know if this soil is really well or is okay for you to plant your apple or not.
Yes, it's the best.
Okay.
Not only apple, I think
most of the
thing you grow, if you know your soil type, it's you will be aware of what kind of products you put in the soil.
Okay.
Yes.
So also briefly, I think it's always good for us to know some of the diseases that affect these things. Do you also face challenge of diseases like when it comes to apple? Is it so much for you here?
Yes, apple are a little bit delicate. There are a lot of disease, but there are only two types, fungi and bacterials.
Okay.
It's sometimes very difficult to know which one is which. You start, when we see yellow leaves, 2 or 3, we know there is something wrong.
Yeah.
And then you check whether it is fungi. If it is fungi, you use fungicide for that. And if you treat with fungicide, it didn't go through, maybe it's bacterial.
Yeah.
Then we try to treat, with bacterial medicine.
Wow.
So yes, you have to kind of keep your eyes, in every orchard, just like a child.
Yeah.
So you need to know when they are sick, when they are happy. So it's kind of like keep your eyes on it.
Okay.
So, and the most diseases is when they are from time for planting up to 3 years. After 3 years, and then
everything's okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So briefly, I'm going to ask you, why did you decide to go for orchard, not sugarcane, not any other thing? Why did you decide this? And I know before that you told me you've not been around here, but you've been venturing. Why did you decide to choose apple farming or even orchard?
Orchard is the best. It's a generational wealth.
Yeah.
It's not for me. It's going to be for the generation.
It's true.
So it's not only my generation or my children, but now look at the apples, look at the guavas. Neighbors are coming. Children are not hungry. They can come and pick one or two and eat,
and they drink water.
They drink water. They are good.
Okay.
So we actually developing the community, not just individual. So now everybody's happy. They eat fruits and they feel good.
So that's the reason why you moved all the way from USA to this village here. And a lot of youth, even if not youth, even if it was me today, I can say going to US and then coming back here and doing this is a wastage of time. So why did you decide to say, okay, let me first leave USA and I come and put the things here in Uganda? Why Uganda? Or why Africa?
Well, this is a home. Home is always a home. And when you look into the geopolitical situation going on, in the next 15 years, Africa is going to be the world basket.
Supplying the
entire world with food. So we have to have different varieties. We need those who can venture in sorghum, those can venture for sugarcane, others can venture for orchard. Like what we are doing here is organic.
Yes, organic.
And if these are very expensive in US, getting organic, and it's not easy to maintain organic farm, especially at this large scale. It's not easy. So, but to me, I think, I'd rather just come home and then make a difference in, community.
I'm just happy because you made Uganda your home, you've made Kigomba your home, Kiryandongo, everything. I'm very, very happy with you. I wish everyone outside there, the person who is watching actually this video, if you're out there, you're in USA, you are in London, you're where, please you make sure you venture home, because eventually these are the things, because wherever I move, I've seen the land actually, let me say, putting such projects outside there, it's not always easy. So the better thing is go out there, collect your money, come back home, and venture into these things here, these businesses, because time will reach that when you're on the other side, one day, maybe let's say political issues come up, and then they say you go back to your country, and then definitely, maybe let me say, for example, you don't have where you place something. For example, you don't have the land, you don't have anything where to start from. I think this is the best thing you can always venture in. There are small projects you can always put in your money. And like Mr. here, he has done a great job, because I've moved the entire field, and whatever he has done here shows me that he really loves his country, Uganda, and he really loves Africa at large, and he's ready to supply, or let me say, he's ready to feed the entire world. Because right now, he's not just looking at feeding Kiryandongo, or he's not looking at feeding, let me say, Uganda. I know you are international man, because even as you said, Kenyans also come here. I think in years to come, we must be seeing you feeding also Kenyans when it comes to apple.
Definitely. We are going to start supplying even the region. So this apple, by next year, will be able to feed the, regional country around. The neighboring country, Sudan, Congo, Kenya, they will still get from here. It's huge.
Because I remember you're also doing what we call the grafting. You're actually producing the young apples also around here. And can you briefly tell us, because someone will be watching these videos and would love to buy these apples, how much do you sell at least one seedling? How much do you sell to a person? Maybe let me say within here or even outside. How much do you normally sell?
Our seedling are 35,000.
35,000. Okay.
Yes.
You just buy something which is already certified, because I know you're already certified at the moment now. You're now okay.
Yes.
You're ready to produce and you're ready to supply to us these seedlings. So if you're out there, please, I'm going to drop the number in my comment section. You'll just definitely call me, or you can call that number so that you are able to get the seeds. But don't you think it's advisable for them to first give us the orders, such that you can prepare the amount of the seedlings that a person needs?
Yes, right now we are taking orders. If anyone who needs seedling, they can call the number you have. We start selling seedling around the end of January or February, when the rainfall is, about to start. So right now we are, preparing the seedlings. They are, on orders basis. Yep.
Because I know also a lot of farmers, in most cases, we are people who are always looking forward to utilizing our lands. Is it advisable for someone to at least intercrop with other crops? And what are those crops like, the crops you feel like they are good for intercropping with apple or other crops that you're having here? For example, you have the guava. What can you advise about that? How, which crops are like the good ones that you can use for intercropping?
The meantime, we are intercropping with beans.
Beans.
The reason behind is because beans also give us nitrogen for the orchards. So you are, killing two birds with one stone. So the purpose of beans, you get your beans, but at the same time also the beans feed the orchard, with nitrogen. So that's the best considered. Most of the time we try to prepare our apple to flower before the maize start flowering, because maize flower affect also apples. So when bees goes there to do cross-pollination, it's not advisable to have a maize with apples. So that's big no.
Wow. Yeah. So maize is not allowed here.
Yes.
So guys, you've heard that it's not allowed for someone to intercrop apple with maize. Because is it because it's also a big feeder or something?
Well, they compete a lot also.
Yeah.
At the same time, even the flour, maize flour, is not good for apple.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So now coming to the market part of it, because I know whenever farmers are talking, we always look at that mind that, okay, after this year, I'll be supplying. So what are those opportunities that you're looking for right now? Or where do you supply your apples right now?
Well, right now we are just supplying in our local supermarket here.
Okay.
Supermarket and then local market. We sent in Kampala also. So there are other big vendors in Kampala that need apples.
Okay.
There is one wine company we are still negotiating, talking about.
Okay.
Hopefully next year they will come and also,
I pray so much
you
that
know,
it goes through.
get it from here.
Yeah.
So yes, so there is a demand. Apple is on demand everywhere. So
It's really on demand.
yes.
And how much does apple cost currently here?
Well, for us in our supermarket, we sell them at 1,000.
1,000.
Yeah, our apples are really huge.
Yeah.
And you can see they are really big.
Yeah.
Not like those apples you see in the market.
They're very tiny.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And I saw one of my apple went, to market for 3,000.
One apple like this.
3,000 because it's so big, like mango. So people are wondering.
Actually, I'm just imagining how much you're carrying here, because according to agribusiness, I know here you're carrying a lot of money here.
Yes.
One tree, just look at the number of the fruits on one tree. So, and again, talking about the problems, I know now these apples, they have got colors which can actually even invite some of the, let me say, for example, the birds, which also come in turn to destroy these apples. What do you do exactly? Because I think when it comes to birds, is there any control method that you can give us?
Well, there are a lot of mechanisms we try, they learn.
Yeah.
You try one trick once they get used to, and then, you have to try, you see the tape. This is a cassette tapes. We started this.
Yes.
And then we have some gadget also, making noise. You can see like this one also.
The scarecrows.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we try different mechanisms, to deter birds from eating the apples.
Okay.
But at the same time, there is no, we cannot take all of them.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I think with few gadgets here and there, they are not eating a lot of apples.
So whenever you sleep, you always know your apples are there. What of the theft around the community or anything? Do you also face the same challenge?
Well, thefts are there, but since we are most of the time in the farm, the challenges are there, not too big, but as soon as the place is alone, of course, people will get in.
So you are now advising the farmers to at least do what? To always stay on their farms.
Yes.
And keep monitoring their plants and see.
See, this berry here is sweet, it's special for birds. So for birds, instead of birds going to my apple, eating my apples, so I plant this one for birds. So the birds can land on this and eat this berry instead of my apple. So
that is how creative you are.
See, you have to give them something to eat instead of wasting my apple.
That's the delaying tactics. That's so great.
Yes.
So what's the name of this, the berry? What's the name of this, the fruit?
I don't know the actual name.
Yeah.
But I bought it from Kabbale.
From Kabbale? Okay.
From Kabbale.
So if anyone is going into apple farming, must have these plants in the garden, such that the birds also can be taking a lot of time?
Yes.
Okay.
This one instead of the apple. However, again, they have to learn how to, they come, they know they eat them. So it's good to have them like every 10 meters around the garden, so there can be plenty for the birds.
Okay. This one.
That's what it is. So it scares birds.
So that's how it scares the birds?
The noise. It makes the thing like eagle are coming.
Yeah.
So they run away, even the reflection of this.
The reflection, this light, okay.
Yeah, this one will also affect the eyes of birds. Birds don't like the reflection of light.
Yeah. So at the end, it scares them away.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's so great.
So, can you briefly tell us the cost of establishing one apple? Because you said you bought the apples from Kenya. So, we would love to know the cost of establishing just one apple in the field.
Just one like this. Because buying the seedling 35,000, transport from Kenya to Uganda, and then from Kampala to here. So by the time I put it down, it's 50,000.
Just one?
Just one.
So you can now imagine, and you can see the size of the garden and how much you have put down here.
It's about 10,000.
10,000 US dollars?
No, the orchards.
Okay.
No, the money I put here is about 2 billion.
This is a lot. This is a very big investment.
2 billion. So,
this was your real man.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Okay. I think that's one reason why a lot of Ugandans and a lot of Africans were actually fearing to plant such plants. Like, they look good and they are sweet, but planting is a problem. You can't find it in homes.
Yeah, it is a little bit, costly. to get it.
Because if you say one tree like this is only, you need around 50,000.
But now if you are buying from me, you pick it, you don't count transportation, it's only 35,000. But again, now you have to spend on treatment or anything, taking care of it. So, but looking at mine over 30, 50 acres of apples, now, you need people to, to clean it, you need people to, to take care of it, and all that is cost.
Doesn't have the production cost.
Now, take it, even the medication.
Yes.
That's why I'm even preparing my manure at home, even my pesticides, I prepared here. I don't, because it has been costing too much.
It's true,
So
it's
I do,
expensive.
I do organic pesticides, so I don't buy them.
Okay.
Very few things I buy, but otherwise I prepare everything from here. Train my employee to do it for me.
So, can you briefly tell us how many hours of sunshine does an apple need at least per day to produce that nice and sweet fruit on a farm?
The apple needs 6 hours of sunlight, so we stretch the branches so that they are out. Next year, this one can produce better than those ones you see, with big branches, because this one's already been trained.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we are going to tidy it again before they start fruiting.
And what's the main reason for tying the branches?
Because they have to have sunlight. And when the fruits or the flower, most likely you are going to sustain a lot of the flowers. They are not getting aborted. And this branch you see here will produce more than 100 apples. Just this one alone.
More than 100?
100 on this branch alone, because all these buds here, this is where, the fruits are coming everywhere.
Yeah.
So one bud like this can get you 4 to 5 apples. So now if you count them, they are over 100, over 10 here. So
Still a big number. Okay.
They grow a little bit bigger than this as well. And all these places you see, these buds here, these are going to be all fruits. They're going to be fruits.
Okay.
A lot of people have this conception that if you have too many branches, that is where you are going to get a lot of fruits, but that is not how it is.
It's not a science. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for the information. Because this a lot of people actually have been saying, that when you have a bigger tree and you're going to be having a lot of fruits, and that's, I think, their happiness. Is it true?
No.
According to you, what do you value exactly? Do you value the quantity or the quality?
No, we are here for quality. We don't really look at quantity.
Okay.
Because when you have quantity and it's not what people need, then you are going to discourage customer.
Yeah.
Now, when you test my apple and you test apple that came from maybe Kenya or South Africa, you will know the difference. In Kigumba, they know they have to finish the apple from Pruning first before they buy from.
They have to finish the apple.
Yeah, the test is so good. That's how the quality is.
Wow, this is so good. You're doing a great job. Actually, I can see everything is doing well, and I can really see you are aiming at actually quality, not quantity, because I can see the size of your fruits, actually the size of your trees, and also the fruits where we have passed through. I've really seen that there is a quality. You're not after quantity.
No.
That's the good part of it.
I'm going to get fruit out of it, but because I have shortage of labor last year, so we did not prepare this. So next year we are going to prepare all this. So we are going to have tons of apples next year because all this will be prepared. So when you see this one is growing like this, so it's not going to bear fruits until you prepare them.
Oh.
So you can see this one is supposed to be ready, but because we did not prepare, so it didn't bear fruits.
So can you tell us how you do prepare your apple trees?
Yeah, most of the time here, I'm going to start pruning. After pruning, stretching the branches, and then take off the leaves, put the medication like fungicide, and then apply manure, and that's how you prepare them, especially, the branches, and pruning. very important.
Yeah.
So yeah, like this one, I'm going to prune them, take a lot of leaves that are growing straight. You know, I need the one that are just at the side, so that there is air circulation.
Yes.
For apple to really produce good, nice fruits, it needs air circulation. If there is no air circulation, you don't get quality fruits from apple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And I brought the scion from US, from Midwest. So we are just doing research based here to see if the apple from Midwest can grow in tropical area. So this is the whole of this area is just a research base. We are testing it.
It's for research. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
we are going to see fruits next year. They are going to fruit next year.
But do you think how much has it taken here, like ever since you planted?
Just from May up to now, let's say 5 months now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So soon, which means early next year, we're going to be eating the apple.
By March they will start fruiting.
Okay. But the other side, how much has it been like putting fruits on one apple? For example, on one apple tree like this, for the first time.
For the first time.
How many fruits can you get?
It depends. You can get up to 20.
20.
You can get up to 20.
Okay.
I remember some of the trees, the orchard we have here, the first time we got up to 40.
40 on one tree?
Yep. So, but once they start growing up, you can even see we have over 300 on one tree. So,
Yeah. But for this one here,
at least we will get about 20 or so.
I don't think you'll need
very,
like...
very healthy now.
It's looking good, yeah.
Very healthy.
Won't you need like stacking or something? Because when it's 20 on this one, for example, putting the stacks on...
They are going to put it here. All these buds you see,
Yeah.
these are going to be fruits.
Okay.
The fruits will be all over.
So good. Okay.
So what bud like this may produce about 4 fruits here. 4 or 5 in one.
Yeah.
So some, it will start flowering around here. But of course some of the flower may fall, some will be aborted. And then whichever, succeed, yeah, it's going to be more than, it will bear more than 20.
Then 20 is okay. 20 is a good number.
Yeah. I want to craft them in around January and February.
Okay.
So then there will be thousands of them. All those are they are ready. So but we do a few that we have already grafted.
And which variety is this right now?
This is just rootstock.
These are just rootstocks, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but again, after the varieties comes when you put the scion, you graft them. Now you know which,
Okay. Otherwise, these are just
rootstock. They are not going to produce apple.
Yeah. Okay.
This one will not produce apple.
Yeah.
Until we graft it.
Okay.
But it is standard rootstock.
Oh.
More standard.
Okay. That's so nice. So how long has it taken here, right?
This one?
Yeah.
This one, I think they are 3 months old.
3 months old. Wow.
So, yeah.
And they already look big.
Yeah, they grow, we approved, we put new one, even the new ones, small ones are coming up.
Yeah.
You see? So, yeah. All this entire area. Next, in January, all this area will be rootstock.
Okay.
And then we are collecting order from customer, people who want it on demand, and then we write down and we graft the number of, trees.
So when are they supposed to, for example, when are they supposed to plant?
We recommend during rain season.
Okay.
That's why we are not even grafting them.
So this time
one
you're just
is
prepared.
getting too old to be grafted now.
Yeah.
It's getting too old because you have to graft them when they're still young.
Okay.
But we are going to, maybe next week we'll uproot it. And,
You plant another one.
yeah.
Okay. So the standard season, for example, the real season that someone has to plant the apples, which season is that?
We recommend from March.
From March?
Yeah, at least March, April.
Okay.
Mine, mainly, I do plant them in April.
You plant in April. Okay.
Yeah, so during rain season, so they can adapt easily.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then that's okay.
You can see there. Okay, that's why the reason we don't want to graft them this season, because it's a dry season. So we wait until this one is just for test base.
So you said which variety is this?
This is Wambogo.
Wambogo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wambogo variety.
Oh.
Yeah.
But how long does it take, for example, to grow, to reach that level of starting to fruit.
This one, if you plant today, next year around this time, you'll have apples.
Are you sure?
Even they're flowering. We just remove the flower.
Okay.
Even if just after grafting, 6 months, you may just, get fruit.
Oh.
Sometimes people come and buy from us, they already have a fruit.
Yeah. So, but is it okay if you buy the one which has the fruit and you just go and plant? Is it okay?
It doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because the only thing we tell the people, they can keep the fruits or they can discourage the fruits because they are too young to produce.
Yeah.
Just try to kind of abort the fruiting.
Okay.
So at least give 1 year for them to produce nice fruits.
Oh, so that's so fine. All right.
But some people are impatient. They just want to see how apples are. And then in 3 months, 4 months, they can get the fruit. But they're impatient, but it's not good for the health of the orchard.
The orchard, yeah.
So, can you briefly tell us more about the guavas that we are seeing here on your field here? Because a lot of viewers would love to know how you planted this guava.
Seedlings, they mix it up, white, red, and purple. So we planted them. So when we started harvesting this year, so we noticed this is purple. So we tied this close here. It's a purple to identify the varieties of this guava. And when you see behind you, here we tied white. Even this one, I think the guys cut it out. So this is a white, variety. So during pruning, I think they also prune some of them down. So this is how I can tell what type of guava is. So, but the one we plant there, the new ones, the young ones, they're really good with, we demarcate them. The white, red, and purple. This one is kind of mixed up when they ship it to me from Kenya.
So which means everything you are here, you're buying it from Kenya?
Most of them.
Okay.
Most of them from Kenya. I bought some from, like those ones from Uganda, from Guava. But most of my stuff from Kenya, either America.
Okay.
Yeah. So from US or from Kenya.
Can I ask you briefly, can you tell us briefly why you decided to get the seedlings from Kenya and not from Uganda? Just give us brief, maybe clarity, maybe why you get them from there.
Yeah, this small, greenhouse on the road, they tell you, oh, we are selling you, for example, we are selling you as avocado. When you plant, and then after a year, 2, 3, you don't get the result. They don't care, they just take your money. So it's very difficult to trust, those small seedlings. So the reason I'm buying from Kenya, because they're already established. They have their farm. Like mine now. If somebody buy anything from me, they know it's not a lie.
It is certified.
Yes, you are getting the right thing.
Okay.
But you buy from somebody who doesn't even have an acre of apple or an acre of guavas. So then when you go and buy from them, you don't know what you're going to get. So it's better to buy from a trusted person than,
It's always better to get something from certified source, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think whatever you have done is the biggest step that you've shown the Ugandan farmers, that they must get most of their seedlings or seeds from certified farms.
Farms, exactly.
Okay.
There are a lot of people made loss. People call me. Some people went and bought. They plan to buy a hash avocado, but they were sold different avocado. They were sold just regular avocado, not even hash.
Oh.
So there are people even went and bought special for apples. The root stock is not a real apples root stock. They go somewhere in the bush and get similar tree like apple, and then they graft it. So that one may produce few years and then it dies. So compared to what we sell now,
Okay.
we sell real apple seedling. Avocado, we also brought the seedling from Kenya.
So can you tell us more about this avocado? Like, when did you plant it, and what is the right time for someone to plant the hash avocado?
I would say during rain season is the best. And this one here now 3 years. And they are doing really well once they put their roots down. They are low maintenance as compared to apples. You don't have to spend much money on it, on fixing, and they're also disease resistant. You can see they're doing really healthy without even spray or anything. So they're doing very well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And what was your spacing for this, the hash avocado, and how big is your field per now? I know you're still continuing with the growing hash avocado, and can you tell us briefly about the spacing of the hash avocado?
The spacing here we had 4x4. Yeah, crop. We only recommend beans because it has nitrogen, and that nitrogen also feed the orchards.
Okay.
So I don't recommend G-nuts. I know people do it, but for a hash avocado it's okay, but for apple it's not good.
Okay.
So all my intercropping here is mostly beans. Huh?
Okay.
So because we also benefited from the beans.
Oh, from beans you benefit.
Yep.
Otherwise you're hitting like two birds just using one stone.
Exactly, that's what we do.
Okay.
So yeah, the beans produce nitrogen, which also help the orchards, so, which is a very good thing for intercropping.
Okay.
So hash avocado has no major issues as opposed to apples, because some flowers, wheat flowers, some are not good for even apples. So try to be kind when it comes for apple. One has to be a little bit careful.
Just be careful. Okay.
Yes.
So that can you tell us about the abortion part of it? Because I know things like the hash avocado, they also do abort. How do you stand? Like, how do you solve that problem of abortion? And because I know this is the biggest challenge that a lot of farmers also face when it comes to orchard.
For orchard, yeah.
Yeah. Well, how do you sort yours? Because I can see actually it's like your fruits have not aborted. What do you do about that?
Well, it's just as I said earlier. If you prepare your fruits very well, the orchard very well, give them enough nutrition, they're not going to abort. And also training your orchard to bear fruits the right time. Like now, when you see some of the hash avocado are flowering, and now it's a dry season, most likely we are going to lose a lot of we are going to see a lot of abortion because it's a dry season. But if we have irrigation system now, you need to have water, you need to have manure during this time, especially when it's flowering. So taking care of your orchard the right time will keep your fruits, maintain your fruits, your orchard from aborting, the flowers. So.
Okay, I guess this is still Kenyan product as usual.
This is Kenyan products, and we brought them from Kenya, all of them.
I think Kenyan farmers are doing some great job compared to our Ugandan farmer. Is it like that?
Not really, not necessary that they are doing better, but they have already established farm.
Okay.
So they have established their name, their reputation. So we go there. Yes, it's a little bit expensive, but you get the right thing. And they also come. They come here for consultation. They come to help. They come to see their orchard, how it's producing. Like even those guys I bought apples from them. They came all the way from Nyeri up to here in the farm to see how the orchards are doing.
They followed their farmer.
Yes. So
I think Kenyans are doing a great job towards Uganda, and I also think it's high time Ugandans will also work hard and start doing the same thing, so that Kenyans can also be coming this side. Is it?
Yeah, exactly. Like now, that's what I do. I sell my seedling, and then I follow it up. Support the farmer, whoever buy. I support them. Tell them, hey, what if they have some challenges? I will be there for them. I will go visit them, see what they are doing.
So does it mean that today when I buy like let me say any product from you, so long as I'm going to plant it on ground, are you going to be able to follow it up or something?
Yes,
okay.
Definitely.
Wow.
You have any challenges, even before you plant it, it will give you the guide, what need to be done, how to plant it, what time to plant, and then you follow the recipe. And then when you are having challenges, you call us. We just go and visit you and see what is going on. Or if you have video, you send us. Like me, my agronomics is in US, in Michigan. So if I see anything, on Apple, I take the picture and send to him, and then he advises me what to do.
Okay.
And I buy products from them from US. And I'm still here in Africa, but whenever I have challenges, I just take a picture, video, send to them. Then they guide me what to do, and that's how I learn.
That's how you do learn.
Yes, I'm not agriculturist, but at least I've learned a lot of botanics language. Now I know what I'm doing.
So you're giving a challenge to most of agricultural, let me say, people who went to school and studied agriculture. I think you're giving a lot of challenge to them but I think it's not yet ready. It's not yet late, and it's high time they should also start looking for you, right? And now let me ask you one thing, or let me just request you one thing, because we know this one we are dealing with the business. That's one thing. And today, as we're talking about the hash avocado, I know someone outside there will be looking at or will be watching this video. I think it's high time you must also tell us exactly where you are based and how someone can find you, because as I said, for us, we always look at making, let me say, taking a farm as a business. So at least, how can these people really reach you? Because tell us the region you are in, or even the district, and your contacts if possible, but just for the right reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are based in Kiryandongo district, and we're in Pume village, Pume parish. So it's only 12 kilometers away from the Kigumba town, west of Kigumba town. So this is where we are, located. And you have my number. If somebody need to get in touch with me, they can get through you. They can contact me through you.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right.